Right. Okay. Today we want to talk about the term extension, constitutional term extension. Truda kunzwa kuti will ED refuse term extension? Because so far we cannot conclude that he has accepted the constitutional amendment bill because it has to undergo through a lot of stages. So you are invited to join this discussion. I have included a link in the comment box. So if you want to join you can click that link and we go on with the discussion. So the proposed term extension, remember that the President Emerson Mnangagwa has already chaired a cabinet that approved the constitutional amendment bill that is going to now go through the stages. So this is one of the most attention-grabbing elements of the draft bill as proposed to extend the length of presidential terms under the current 2013 constitution. Presidents are elected for 5-year terms and limited to 2 terms. The proposed amendment would change this over 7-year term. This would allow President Mnangagwa, who is currently on track to leave office in 2028, to potentially remain president until 2030 if the amendment is enacted and he wins the additional term. So to do this discussion, you can click the link in the comment box so that we can discuss this issue. Do you think that ED will refuse the term extension, or will he refuse the term length extension? So that can you click the link in the box so that you can join the discussion? Will he? Because we have seen in what he said that he is a constitutionalist and he will not extend, or he will not agree to any extension. And remember that he said, not under my watch. He said, not under my watch. So maybe because this is still in process, do you think he is going to abide by what he says or stick to his word? Right. So the second thing is to end direct presidential elections. So another major reform would do to remove direct popular elections for the presidents. Instead, future president would be chosen by parliament, meaning that members of parliament would vote to elect the head of state rather than the general electorate doing so directly. Supporters argue this could stabilize the political process and reward consensus, but opponents say it undermines democratic accountability and it takes power away from ordinary voters. Right. I welcome the new person who's going to join us. Please, you're welcome. Right. So, yes. Welcome. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, you can go ahead. And do you think ED will refuse this term extension?
He will not refuse. It's a way of remaining in power. So I don't think he will refuse. And it's
Yeah, you don't think he will refuse? Because remember that we heard several times in different platforms, he said that he's a constitutionalist. He doesn't want to extend his limits and so on. Don't you think that maybe we are thinking too fast for him? Maybe at some point you will say, no, I'm not gonna agree to this. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, what do you say about that? Do you think maybe we are too fast for him? Maybe at some point he's gonna say, no, I'm not gonna extend this term.
He's not going to refuse. He will remain there, that guy. That guy is trying to protect himself and the people around him. So he's not going to surrender the power that guy is. He's like Robert Mugabe.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So you think that he's the one who is doing this thing, or do you think there are some people who want to benefit, because they are close to him?
It's about him, his family, and his friends who are surrounding him. We have benefited during his era. So those people, the moment he goes out, they're gonna suffer.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. We are joined by Tendai again. Tendai, how are you? Can you? The question here is: will ED refuse to these term extension proposals, or do you think that he's gonna stay there, or he's gonna support that?
Good evening. Not all of us were born yesterday. There is a lot of falsehood being peddled here, and they have planned this way back. This brings in the Jabangu issue and so on. So him being a constitutionalist doesn't mean anything. 2017 coup tells us. So it's going to benefit the few who want to prolong, as well as himself. And who knows, by extending to 2030, once we allow the constitution to be tampered with, what will prevent them from extending it from 2030 to 2040, if not 50? So I think Zimbabweans need to act here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tendai. I think, yes, what you are saying is correct, because already, remember that this doesn't open up to only 2030, because once they say 7 years, it means that he's starting afresh. And once they get to 2030, there are other 7 years after that as well. So this is not only up to 2030, because this is only up to 2030 regarding, because he has already served, 5 years. But remember that once that key section is changed, they are not going to count for the old 5 years. They are going to count from one. Because,
and you know what? You know what? I don't know why people tend to lose sight of the period the president has been in power. It was 2017 up to the elections. I think it was a period of 2, if not 3 years. Then he had his first term, now second term, which is around 12, 13 years. What he failed to do in 12 years, can he do in 2 years? So people are just playing with words here. They are playing with the masses. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because yeah, you are right. You are dead right there because you see when you see even myself, I thought according to the counting, it is his now third term now. If you look, if you count when he took over from Mugabe in 2017, and then now this should be his third term, because remember that the constitution says that even if you serve 2 days, then it means that that is counted. You see, so they've decided not to count that, and they just said, "Oh no, yes, done two terms," but actually he has done more than that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's proceed. Thank you very much, Tendai. Yeah. So the question here is, will he? Maybe we are, quick to judge him that he's gonna support this. Maybe he is not going to support the bill because remember it undergoes through a lot of stages, and one of the stages that this is one of the preliminary stages that is the presentation in cabinet, and it has been approved there. And can we say maybe in the next few months he is not going to support this? Can you say something? The speaker always remained now there. Right, I've got a comment here. Right, this comment says, "Thank you for these discussions. Why are the people beating around the bush? This man had been in government for over 45 years. It's not different, him being a president. What had he done through the ministries?" Yes, yeah, it's not the first time. He has been there for a very long time. So, yeah. So, yeah, let's continue the discussions. I think, right, let's continue. Right, the end to direct presidential elections, succession and executive restructuring. So along extending terms and alternating the election mode, the draft also includes changes to succession mechanisms. The role and power of the vice president in succession scenarios may be reshaped, potentially weakening the current constitutional line of succession in favor of party mechanisms dominated by ZANU-PF. Critics say this could entrench internal party elites and reduce competitive checks on executive authority. Right, so I think this was a good discussion, and I will close the discussions now. If you have anything that you want, you can please put it in the comment section so that we can next time discuss on the same issues.